Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today we have a shabby autumn. I found this beautiful sham, pillow sham at my transfer station or dump good table, and decided that since it was only one and it wasn't in amazing shape and I had no use for it, that I would use it for a shabby cottage vignette. Now I am starting by cutting, I know. I'm starting by cutting out a piece because I would like the little greenish colored triangles in the bottom of this to be the focus of this first project. And I am taking just that flap of very thin fabric off the back, leaving just the quilted part. And I'm actually going to use that little piece a little bit later on, so stay tuned for that. Now, I had picked up this embroidery hoop also at my dump, I think probably about 6 or 8 months ago, and I thought that it would be beautiful if I could paint it and use that. So I had two colors that I had already pre-mixed, so I can't tell you what colors they are, but I was trying to get the color that is in this fabric. So I took a little bit of the bluish color and I had just a tad, I needed just a tiny little bit of green to make that color just a little bit more green. So once I mix those together, I get pretty close, I think, for the color that I'm looking for. And then I go ahead and paint the top side of the embroidery hoop. Now, once I get that completely dry, I just positioned the fabric behind it just the way that I needed it so that I could have the full triangle and then a little bit of each of the other triangles on either side, and then just went ahead and attached that, firmly tightening the top of it. Now, once I have that in there good and tight, then I just took my scissors and went around the outside edge. You could glue this if you want, but I don't think it's necessary. It's on there pretty good. So I just cut away all the excess for this, and I went out to my yard and grabbed a stick, and then I just attached a stick to the screw part, a green leafy ribbon, and some lacy bow. Now this would be beautiful if you had a doily. You could really go lacy and doily all over it. You could add beads or buttons to make it really shabby, but I'm keeping it pretty simple. And now the next thing, I'm moving on to these little patty pans. I had made a wreath from these patty pans a couple years ago, and I loved it, but it did start to fall apart. And I had seen on Pinterest someone making some of these into pumpkins, and I thought it was adorable. So I thought I'd give it a try, a little time to upcycle something that I have in my own home. So I took that same color and I just painted the bulk of these two patty pans, but leaving some of the silver peeking through and leaving enough so that I could attach a stem at the top. I'm just using a wine cork for the stem on this one, and I did attach just a little piece of lace that I had and put that on the top with another one of those little green leafy pieces of ribbon. And then I did white wax that entire thing to bring out that definition. My next video has a bit more of a traditional autumn feel, and I believe I'm going to do another one that will be more of a primitive country. So stay tuned for that, trying to mix things up a bit. And so the next project that I do is I have this red wood candlestick holder you might have seen in my more recent dump haul, and that had some wood stars on it. So I went ahead, took that apart, and then just painted that same blue all over this because I wanted this to fit obviously with this vignette, but I also like to use white wax on these candle sticks because all of those turned or milled pieces on them are very well highlighted if you use either white or dark wax. Now obviously I'm using white because this is more of a shabby feel, but either is beautiful with this blue. Now there are 3 more things that I wanted to add to this vignette. So once I am finished with this, waiting for this to dry, I took that pillow sham out again, and I decided to cut a larger piece of it so that I could stuff this and make a large pumpkin to put on top of that candlestick. So I just cut that rectangle out, and then I did keep the top edge because I thought that would make a nice top of the pumpkin where I could add a stem and make that look a little bit ruffly. So I just took my glue gun and just folded down and glued the edges that I cut just to make this a little cleaner. And then once that is done, I took some fiberfill and filled the pumpkin, and then I just took my glue gun and I pleated a little bit of this so that it would have a more of a pumpkin shape. So I'd pull in a side, kind of fold it a little bit, pleat it, hold it tight with my fingers until that glue dried, and then moved on to the next one, giving that just those ribs of a pumpkin. And then once that's finished, and then just taking some lace, I tied the top tight to make that look like a pumpkin, and then leaving some of the top there so that I can add a stick later. Just tied a bow on that, which you will see in the finished vignette. I wanted to use that little piece of fabric I had cut off, so I made that into a bag basically with my glue, turned it inside out, or right side out, and then I'm filling it with some lentils because no one in my house really likes lentils, so I use these oftentimes in my crafts just to give that a little bit of weight. Again, took some fiberfill and then just made a very simple pumpkin out of this little pouch by taking some of that Dollar Tree hemp string or whatever it is, and tied the top. And then I went around. I left both sides long enough so that I could twist it around at the bottom, twist it around at the top until I had 4 little sections like a pumpkin, and then could stick this, stick in there as well beforehand so that you can tie that nice and tight and use it to your advantage. Kept that real simple, but you'll see what I do with it at the end, and I think it came out really adorable in this little vignette. And so then that takes me on to my final project, and that is this elephant picture that I found at the dump and needed to take that metal heart balloon off. And then once I did that, just painted that with a background color that I could use to decoupage over. I got this free printable off of Pinterest. I will try to remember to link it, but if not, it is easily searched. And so I just applied that with some Mod Podge and used a little piece of saran wrap to get out all the wrinkles, and it has a little bit of a barn board, beadboard look to the back of it. And I love the pink. It picks up just enough of the pink in it to make this shabby vignette really pop. So this is what my finished shabby autumn looks like. I really, really love the way that this came out. I don't often get to do anything in the shabby chic world, so this has kind of been fun for me, and I'm really glad that I found that piece of pillow sham, and I'm using that as the little tablecloth on the bottom of this vignette to pull this all together. So let me know if you like shabby and what you think of this and what your favorite piece is. I really got every single thing that you see here for free at my dump. The candlestick, the picture frame, the pillow sham, even the little adorable teacup that I put that pumpkin in, which I love, love, love. The only thing that's mine, the florals, and I even got the embroidery hoop for free. I purchased that little green ribbon somewhere along the line, and I'm sure the lace. And that is pretty much it, plus the paint. So this vignette cost me a couple of bucks to make at the most. So it is wonderful to be able to save these things from the dump and out of the landfill and do something beautiful with it. So please let me know what you think. And also, I guess YouTube says 40 to 50% of people don't subscribe. They just watch. So please hit the subscribe. That helps my channel a lot. I appreciate your stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.